Prince Harry's transformation into a fiercely protective father seems complete, according to those close to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Friends and royal observers say that his eldest son, Prince Archie, has brought out in Harry an intense instinct to safeguard his children. So much so that he has become extremely cautious about how much of their lives is visible to the world. Those familiar with the Sussex family's private life say that Harry's own experiences growing up in the spotlight and the trauma associated with it are major influences on how he now approaches fatherhood. Harry was thrust into public life from his earliest days, his every move dissected by media outlets and paparazzi cameras. He witnessed firsthand the downside of celebrity, having been born into a world in which privacy was scarce and personal struggle was often aired publicly. His childhood, punctuated tragically by the death of his mother, Princess Diana, at a young age, left a lasting impact on him. As a result, Harry has made a priority to protect his own children from similar experiences, even if it means becoming overly vigilant or cautious in the process. According to insiders, Harry has grown increasingly uncomfortable with the idea of Archie and his younger sister, Princess Lilibet, being exposed to public scrutiny. This has manifested in very specific ways, including his desire to keep their lives out of the public eye as much as possible. The Duke reportedly discourages sharing face photos of his children on social media and is determined that their early years remain private. For Harry, this isn't merely a preference. It's a protective reflex rooted in his childhood and a very real fear that his children could be commodified or overexposed in ways similar to how he once was. This insistence on privacy has sometimes put Harry and Meghan on a different page. The Duchess of Sussex, while also protective, has navigated parenting and life in the public sphere with a different style, leaving room for occasional glimpses into their family life through social media. Harry, by contrast, appears determined to lock everything down, a phrase that insiders use to describe his desire to tightly control how much of Archie and Lilibet's lives are shared publicly. This hypervigilance, they say, comes from a place of love and fear combined. He wants to shelter his children from the same relentless exposure that defined his early years. People close to the couple describe Harry as someone who believes that child rearing should be governed by the children's ability to choose how public they want to be when they grow up. He wants Archie and Lilibet to make that decision on their own terms, without being influenced by constant media attention or public speculation. For Harry, the priority is to create a childhood that is as normal as possible, even if the family's royal lineage inevitably carries public interest. Harry's protective instincts go beyond social media pictures. He is said to be deeply concerned about security and the potential risks associated with bringing his family to the United Kingdom. Over the past few years, Harry has pursued upgraded security arrangements that would allow safer visits to Britain, believing that proper protection would allow his children to experience their ancestral homeland without fear or uncertainty. For him, security isn't just about guarding against physical threats. It's also about ensuring that Archie and Lilibet are not thrown into situations they aren't emotionally or psychologically prepared for. This focus on protection also reflects Harry's anxieties about how his children might become too American, according to sources familiar with his thinking. Archie and Lilibet, raised primarily in California, are naturally growing up immersed in American culture, schools, friends, language, and lifestyle. Harry is reportedly conscious of the rapid pace at which their identities are shaped by this environment, and he fears that the deeper they settle into life in the U.S., the more distant they might become from their British roots. To him, this isn't merely about cultural identity. It's about ensuring a form of continuity and balance in their upbringing. At the same time, Harry is mindful of how precious time is on all fronts. His father, King Charles, is facing health challenges, and there are concerns among royal observers that opportunities for meaningful family connections could diminish if not seized soon. Harry's protective instincts are therefore not only about today's snapshots, but also about legacy, ensuring his children have the chance to understand their heritage and relationships before it's too late. This parental intensity sometimes raises eyebrows among royal watchers and commentators. Some see Harry's actions as an extension of a broader effort to carve out a distinct role for his family and his children within the royal narrative, while others interpret it as a natural, if extreme, expression of fatherly love in a world where privacy is scarce and the stakes of exposure are high. Regardless of interpretation, Harry's focus on shielding Archie and Lilibet is a constant theme in his recent life. Stories from friends and insiders depict a father who continually checks himself against the mistakes and vulnerabilities of his own past, actively choosing actions that he believes will spare his children similar burdens. Whether that means limiting their exposure on social media, resisting public photographs of their faces, or negotiating thoroughly for proper security arrangements before any international visit, Harry's approach is consistently cautious. It's not just fear that drives him. There's also a profound desire to shape a future for his children that is free from the pressures that engulfed his own early years. Harry wants Archie and Lilibet to grow up with the chance to decide for themselves what parts of their heritage and life they want to share with the world, rather than having those choices made for them by media or tradition. This intense protective instinct has also been shaped by shared conversations between Harry and Meghan about raising children in a world of media hegemony, celebrity scrutiny, and relentless public speculation. The balance between privacy and visibility, choosing when and how to share their children with the world, remains an ongoing conversation between the couple. Yet, even within that dynamic, Harry's voice is often the most insistent when it comes to limiting exposure. Ultimately, the narrative of Prince Archie activating his father's inner Papa Bear speaks to a broader theme in Harry's life: his complex relationship with fame, security, and the legacy of his own upbringing. Harry appears determined to rewrite the script for his children, ensuring that their earliest years are protected, intentional, and as free as possible from the elements that once shaped his life in ways he now seeks to prevent for them. In a world where privacy is shrinking and public fascination is relentless, Harry's protective stance highlights the challenges faced by modern royal parents who want to give their children both freedom and safety. His actions reflect deep emotional motivations, personal history, and a vision for fatherhood that places his children's well-being above almost everything else, even if that sometimes means clashing with public expectations or media narratives.